So but just with kids and so forth. How would you go about that? How you plan on doing that?
Taking baby steps.
What baby steps? What? Have you started baby steps yet? What? What makes you start the other way around?
I guess being in school and seeing everybody else do it.
Do what?
Just like guys and girls.
Are you, don't be offended, are you hetero or the other way around? Was that you, heterosexual? What's that? Heterosexual? What's that? Okay. Okay, good. So now, you want a family and so forth, right? You know, in order to be that, in order to have a family, you have to do the opposite of lifestyle. You go the opposite direction. So you said, baby, so what have you done? So you're trying to come out of it? Or you're trying to stay in it and keep what you're doing?
I mean, right now, my life is here to go.
How so?
I'm homeless, I'm with my family, I don't have nobody, no job.
What happened? How you in the homeless?
My past.
What were you doing that led up to? Ah, this means your parents. Romans 1. Romans 1:25 again. You gotta be able to do that. Now, I'm gonna show you why. So you're very disobedient to your parents. Okay. Romans 1:25. I'm gonna show you something. The lifestyle you're in right now, a spirit comes behind you. When you do that lifestyle of whether male or female, I'm thinking about lesbians only, males too, homosexual men. There's a certain spirit behind this lifestyle. Okay? They call it a lifestyle.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
So the question was asked you earlier, who changed the truth of God into a lie? Who was it? Right. So the white man passed what law? Recently. No, right now that's way from. Before that, concerning your lifestyle, what law did he pass? Right. Now, the truth of God is what? Right. So who changed the truth? Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Right. You know. So the lifestyle you're following right now is the lifestyle of the devil, the man that runs this world. Devil means deceiver, a powerful liar, a liar in high authority. Go ahead.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Go ahead.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
So our people in turn in slavery under that man turn to worship him, America, rather than the God that made him. Understand? All of us. Go ahead.
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Our God is blessed forever. Go ahead.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
So for us choosing to serve our oppressor rather than our God, he did what to us?
Gave them up unto vile affection.
He gave us, obviously, no thing, do what you want to do. He gave us up unto vile affection. You know what vile means? Vile? Vile. V-I-L-E. It's like something that's like when someone throws up, it's on the floor, that's considered vile. Disgusting. Abominable. Go ahead.
But even them,
it says vile affection. Okay, vile affection, because when you're with a woman, you are affectionate with her. When a man's with a man, they're affectionate. God calls that affection vile. Okay, go ahead.
but even their women,
Even their women. Go ahead.
they changed their natural use.
What's your natural use? What did God give y'all men don't have? Like what? We're adults here. Let's be blunt. He gave, okay. Do I have ovaries? What do I have? Yeah, testes. So if a child, let's say a child, you may say, well, what if a child is born with both genitals? What if a girl has a penis and a vagina at the same time, right? God is wise enough to know, okay, you have both genitals, but you're going to be born with one set of intestines or system. You're either going to have ovaries or you're going to have testes. You can't have both. So if the child is born with that disorder, with that problem, just they have a choice. The child has ovaries, so it's a what? With a penis. So what are they going to do? Cut off the what? Need a vagina. If the little girl is born with testes, but she got a vagina and a penis, what do you take away? You take away the vagina, because we have testes. The Most High gave us all one set of reproductive organs. Y'all have ovaries, we have testes. That's all God's genius. You can't argue. Well, I'm going with both genders. Nah. You got one set of organs, either to reproduce a woman or to produce men. Reproduce semen, put it in y'all, you produce more kids. That's your natural use. You understand? Read it again.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
So, when a woman, if you leave the world in the hands of two women, what happens to man? Can the world be produced? Can you repopulate the earth with two women? Can you do it with two men? No. That sets you back. There's no nature. That's not natural. There's no profit in that.
Right.
There's no value in that.
Right.
If two men and men get together, they're stopping the natural order of mankind in general.
That's right.
Outside the Bible, people oppose it. Without man and woman together, there can be no man at all.
That's right.
You understand? So you and your lifestyle, you're hindering progress. You're hindering population. You're stopping it. That's why God is against that lifestyle. Because it stops what God said in the beginning. Be fruitful and multiply. You cannot be fruitful and multiply if you're a woman with another woman. It's impossible. Read on. That's why it's called vile affection. Read on.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
That's against nature. Because naturally, humankind, man or woman, they have kids. They meet, they're so and so forth, they spread, they grow. That's natural. Read again, that part again.
For even their women did For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
What's against nature? Into that which is against nature. What they do? You got it. Go ahead.
And likewise also the men.
Likewise means also. The men also. Go ahead.
Leaving the natural use of the woman.
That's why I want the women. Because the men started going with each other. Women said, what are you going to do? All right, I'll go with her then. There's no men around.
Right.
That's why. Because they rejected God. God said, the hell with you. Do what you want to do. And man being wicked as hell. Hold that. Give Ecclesiastes 7:29. That's a good. Watch this. Because the Most High say he left us up to what? Vile affection. Do what you want to do. What does man do without God's law? Whatever the hell he wants to do. Why? Well, that's fine. The only one was one. Ecclesiastes 7:29. Because because the creature told you that we're born that way. That's a gay gene, right? Now wait a minute. How can a person be born homosexual through a heterosexual act? That makes sense to you? I am born gay, but I was born through straight sex. Now, if God made it where y'all were able to produce children as well, like for example, let's say the Most High God gave y'all sperm and ovaries. Okay, that makes sense. You can produce both, but He only gave y'all the ability to produce what man gives you. Y'all have what is called the reproductive system, right? What does that mean, reproductive? Reproductive means to produce again and again. Can you reproduce with another woman? No. A man must be involved. So when you're dealing with a woman, what are you now? Now you're counterproductive. Now you're going against what your body is made for.
Right.
You understand? That lifestyle is of Satan. That lifestyle is a death style. You understand? Read on. What?
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 29. Lo, this 25.
Go ahead.
That God has made man upright.
God made man upright. You lay with a woman, you lay with a man. Upright. That's natural. Go ahead.
But they have sought out many inventions.
But man does what he want to do. His own inventions. They make dildos, strap-ons. Women go out and y'all try to emulate the man. Well, I don't have a penis, but I'll use my fingers. I don't got a penis, I use a strap-on. I use the beads. I know these things. I was in the world.
Right.
I doubled that stuff. I knew women like that. They were bisexual and threesomes, all that. I know all that stuff already. That was when I was on this side of the sign.
Right.
I'm out of that stuff. That's of the world.
Right.
You understand? But y'all try to emulate the men by using your fingers or using the dildo, but you don't have what it takes to be a man.
Right.
You're going to use things to try to compensate for what you don't have. That's
Right.
You're not meant to have it. That's why God didn't give it to you.
Right.
You understand? Or the doctor will do. The doctor will take your clitoris and make it bigger. That's still not big enough to be doing a man. They don't sperm will come out of it.
That's right.
Now you got a big clitoris. Whoop-de-doo.
That's right.
That's not going to do nothing for. That's not reproductive.
That's right.
That's counterproductive. Go back to Romans 1. Now I'm going to deal with your situation about being against your parents. Why? Romans, that lifestyle brings this spirit. It's just like a dog, right? If you train the dog, right, to become a lion, it's going to react as a lion, right? It's the same thing. The spirit that is in you is the woman's spirit. You forced it to go the other way. You understand? Meaning that it's going to be confusion. Because that spirit know only one thing. You was born to be a woman. You understand? And now you change that spirit to be like a man's spirit. Guess what? It's going to be confusion within your life. It's going to be confusion. That's why God said vile affection. You understand going on? Because that spirit already know what he is. Now you go the opposite side when you was young. You understand? You want to be that tomboy. You understand? Put tied up here. You understand? Make sure that they see you as you know what I mean? They give you respect. Right. Then that spirit has changed. You understand? Romans 1. Watch.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Come on.
And likewise also the men.
Come on. Get to the point. Go ahead.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust, one toward another.
Burn their lust one toward another. Women with women, go ahead.
Men with men,
Men with men, go ahead.
working that which is unseemly,
Not right, not normal. Go ahead.
and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
Recompense means that payback, that judgment which is suitable. Because in a homosexual lifestyle, something wrong. It's a very promiscuous lifestyle, they're not. A lot of when y'all get old, y'all stop. Because you're not eligible anymore. That's a very, very promiscuous lifestyle. You think about this dude, you got this lover, that lover, this lover, that lover. And y'all call them lovers. You can't call him your husband because it's not a man. This is my lover or my partner. But God don't deal with that. God deals with man and woman. You understand? Go ahead.
And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge,
That lifestyle says you don't have to attain God in your understanding. Go ahead.
God gave them up over to the reprobate mind,
Unsure. Being a mind that's not wise. A simple mind. Go ahead.
to do those things which are not convenient.
Convenient. Those things are not convenient. You're right. Not suitable. Not natural. Go ahead.
Being filled with all unrighteousness,
Now he's going to say what you guys are filled with behind that lifestyle. Go ahead.
fornication,
That's promiscuity. Mad women. You got mad boyfriends. You got mad girlfriends. That's fornication. Go ahead.
wickedness,
Wickedness. Go ahead.
covetousness,
That's lust. Desiring things don't belong to you.
maliciousness,
Evil intent. Murderous. Violent. Go ahead.
full of envy,
Full of envy. That's secret hatred. Go ahead.
murder,
Hate for your people. Hate for yourself. And violence. Go ahead.
debate,
Debate. Want to argue all the time. Want to fight.
deceit,
Lying. There's no homosexuality right here. Go ahead.
Malignity.
Your mind's off. Malignity, go ahead. Speaking evil, gossiping. Go ahead.
whispers,
Gossip, then
backbiters,
gossip. All that's relative. I don't know. Go ahead.
haters of God,
Haters of God. Go ahead.
despiteful,
What are it?
despiteful,
Nah, the Bible says that. I don't care. I'm gonna do what's in my heart. That thing's despiteful. Despite what the Bible says, I don't care. I'm doing what I want to do. That thing's despiteful. Go ahead.
Proud.
Proud. You had the gay pride.
Pride.
You had the gay pride parade. Proud. Go ahead.
Boasters.
Boasters. I'm making money. I'm a fashion designer. I don't care. I got mad girls. I got bigger dick than you. We had girls stuff all the time.
Right.
I get more vagina than you. That's that boast. Right. Go ahead.
Inventors of
my language. That's what he's saying now. Go ahead.
Inventors of evil things.
I'm gonna say they make their own inventions. Inventions even for sex change. Sex change. Take tape. You'll strap it across your chest because it's dress flat. You'll take your penis and tuck it in. That's inventing evil things. Go ahead.
Disobedient to parents.
What are they?
Disobedient to parents.
That's you. That's the spirit behind homosexuality. And evil in general. But that's behind homosexuality. Disobedience to parents. Go ahead.
Without understanding.
That's you. Without understanding the Bible. Go ahead.
Covenant breakers.
Breaking God's law.
Without natural affection.
Without what?
Without natural affection.
What's natural affection? A man with a woman. Woman with a man. Lucky of people. Y'all lack that. You won't have natural affection. Go ahead.
Implacable.
Implacable. Go ahead.
Unmerciful.
Unmerciful. Go ahead.
Who, knowing the judgment of God.
So some homosexuals know that God's against them. So they know the judgment of God. Go ahead.
That they which commit such things.
They which commit such things against their parents, amongst each other, that vile affection. Go ahead.
Are worthy of death.
What are they worthy of?
Are worthy of death.
Go ahead.
Not only do the same.
Not only those that do the actions mentioned. Go ahead.
But have pleasure in them that do them.
But have friends that support it. People go, I'm not gay, but I ain't got a problem with it. You're supposed to have a problem with it. But it's wrong. If I sit down, that's called being an enabler. I'm not homosexual, but I'm gonna keep it. That's you. The only reason you try to have sex with me, I don't care what you do. That's being an enabler. You're letting the problem spread. Now you're no longer a solution. Now you're part of the problem. You're sitting by letting it go on. That's evil. God thinks we're gonna die also. You understand? Now, understand. Your lifestyle led you up to this position you're in now. You're in the street, you're known around because that lifestyle, you'll put spirits on you to do things that are against God's law. So what must you do? You say, what steps you taking? What steps have you taking? What steps have you been taking to change? What have you been doing?
I've been trying to contact my mom and apologize to whoever I did wrong to her and try to get her mom back.
Is she okay with your lifestyle you're in now? If you're okay? That goes back to that system. Disobedience to parents. Your mom didn't even raise you that way. Was your dad around? My dad wasn't around either. My dad passed when I was young. So I understand where you're coming from. I was the same with my mom. I'm homosexual, but I was very disrespectful to my mom because there's no male there to substantiate order and authority in the house. So naturally, most of us out here raised by single mothers are disrespectful, period. So there was no balance. There was no male and authority in the house. So listen out, like your mother, be quiet. You didn't have that. And because of that, this is the result. And at one point in time, I was the result like you. Like this, on this side of the sun. You understand? But now, you got this Bible now. You understand? Give me 1 Samuel 2 and 3, yeah. Not the dunghill, I think it's verse 6. Yeah, verse 6. What does the Bible does? Right now you're in the street, right? In the street. I'm not speaking even, let's give you an example. What the Bible can do for you if you choose to have it so. 1 Samuel 2,
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 9. He will keep the feet of it. 2 Samuel chapter 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 8. He rises up the poor out of the dust. And
what?
He raises up the poor out of the dust.
That's you. The poor out the dust. He pulls you out of that condition. Go ahead.
And lifteth up out. Oh, I'm sorry. And lifteth up and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
He pulls out the beggar, meaning the poor, your condition, homeless, out the dung. What's the dung? What's dung? Dung. Yeah, dung is excrement, doodle, dung. SH.
One baby.
He pulls out the beggar from the S pile. SH pile. Okay? Come on.
He raises up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
The dunghill, from the low condition. Go ahead.
To set them among princes.
To do what?
To set them up among princes.
Because you, sister, are descendants of kings and princes. You're royalty. You understand? Our nation is royalty. We're God's chosen people. King David, your forefather. Josiah, Hezekiah. These are our righteous forefathers. You are a descendant of kings. You understand? That rule the planet. Right now, you're living like a pauper. You understand? In poverty. But that all goes back to you. And I'm glad you admit that. It all falls back to you. Go ahead.
And to make them inherit the throne of glory.
The what?
The throne of glory.
You want the throne? You want the kingdom? All right. So what do you have to do? What do you have to do? You have the kingdom. Is this the key to in the kingdom? Go on, what you do. Tell me what you think you must do. Let's see if that comes out of this. What have you been doing? What steps have you been taking? What steps have you been taking to come out of this? As far as your see, you're being honest now. Because earlier you said you was. Now you're saying you haven't been taking any. That's good.
I mean, I know it's wrong, but...
But what? The but.
I don't know. It's hard for me to adjust myself, like...
Why?
I don't know.
Do you hang around
It's
people?
been a while since I've been doing it, so to...
Do you hang
change, it's like...
Do you hang around people who are in the same lifestyle as you?
Yeah.
Now, if I were a drug addict, right? A crackhead. Hung around crackheads. Would I stop smoking crack?
Sorry?
Would I stop? Why? How much you do that? How much you do? That's the step. If you're, let's say I'm a player. Love women, right? I'm a manhole. And I got friends that are manholes. Right? And I keep hanging around now. I say, yo, I'm gonna stop that, man. It's wrong. I might catch something. And I keep hanging out with manholes. Am I gonna stop being a manhole? No, because the conversation's gonna be what? How many hoes I done had? How many girls? I got this chick, yo, you wanna have her? Had her last night, you can have her, get a jump ball. I'm gonna keep doing it. Because I'm surrounding myself around it. You understand? That I want.
And I have no fellowship with the Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Stop. Like that word. Unfruitful. Because children are oftentimes referred to as being what? Fruit, right? So when you're in that lifestyle, you're unfruitful. Physically and spiritually. You're not doing what God says, and you can't produce what God wants you to produce. Your natural use. So you're unfruitful in twofold. Unfruitful as far as not being able to bring forth kids, and unfruitful in your actions. Serving God. Read it again.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
Stop. It says have no, what's fellowship mean? Fellowship. What does fellowship mean? Fellow means your friend. So fellow means your friend. So fellowship means friendship. Well, right now, your friend, that's called friend SH. Friendship. That is. That ain't in the Bible. Read it again.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
You must separate yourself. Because that's darkness. That's not in the light of God. You surround yourself around people who are in a lifestyle, you're going to remain there. Because there's no one around you that wants to change. They all want to stay doing the same thing that you're trying to get out of. If I'm a drunk, I can't be around drunk. If I'm a drug addict, I can't remain around drug addicts. If I'm a homosexual male, I can't hang around homosexual males. If I'm a lesbian, I can't hang around lesbians. You understand? Because you need something to rock? You got something? You got it.
Sirach 6 verse 17.
I want it. Yeah.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
So whoso fears the Lord is going to direct his friendship. Let's say I'm going through something. You're going to be a friend and go, sister, brother, according to the Bible, you can't do so and so. That's all right. That's right. It's the right friendship. Go ahead.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
See that? So as you are, so shall your friend be also. So if you are a homosexual, your friends more likely are going to be homosexual. if you are a drug dealer or a drug addict, more than likely you're going to hang around what? Drug dealers and addicts. So once you remove yourself from that circle, that's how you make steps towards change. You understand? You read that, guys.
No, I called off.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them.
But rather do what?
Reprove them.
Correct them. Direct your friendship aright, like he just read in here. The same thing being said. Your homosexual friends are going to tell you, yeah, girl, stop doing that. They're going to say, why? That's how God made you. You were born that way. That's how you feel. They're not going to give you the positive advice out the scriptures. They're going to give you what they feel. And what we feel don't mean nothing. You understand? Get Psalm 19 verse 7. So how do you change? How do you change? What must you do? What else? Even earlier about Deuteronomy 22 and 5. What's that say? Deuteronomy 22 and 5 said what? Thou shalt not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. What's that mean? Thou shalt not wear that which pertaineth unto a man or woman. What does that mean?
Just like a man. Women are just like men, and men are just like
Now let's say, for example, I was wearing I got questions. Y'all can come up. Let's say I have I'm wearing a dress, right? I'm homosexual. I have to wear dresses. I can cross that. I want to stop. Do I keep wearing dresses and say I'm gonna stop? What do I do? Huh? Now what?
completely.
You gotta stop completely. I gotta wear pants. I'm a man, I wear pants. You're a girl, you wear a dress, right? That's supposed to wear. Now, you may say, well, that was back then. This is America, that was then, this is now. Romans 12 and 2. We talk about that for a second. The people will say, well, women wearing pants, they have female pants and they have male pants, right? So let me ask you a question. If you saw a man walk on the street with a masculine skirt, with a zipper in front, what would you think of it?
Gay. It's gay.
Why do you think he's gay? It's a masculine skirt. It's a man's dress. Oh, so what do girls wear?
Girls can wear both.
Well, how come men can't wear both? Say he's gay.
Because boys supposed to cover.
Aren't you not supposed to cover that too?
Pants cover it too.
Yeah, okay. So, but you said earlier that he's gay, right? Wearing a dress.
If a man wears a skirt.
If a man wears a skirt. If a man wears a skirt. No, I'm asking. If a man were to wear a skirt, what would you think of it? I didn't say he was, so what would you think of it?
I would think of him as a man wearing a skirt.
A man wearing a skirt.
But now you tell me who you want to bet with, then I'm going to
So a man wearing a skirt, is that natural for a man to wear a skirt? Why is it not natural?
Men wear pants and women wear pants.
It's the expression. They say, I wear the pants in the house. What does that expression mean? Oh. So, let's go back to my last point. If a man is wearing a dress, a woman is in pants, what role do we play in the house? Yes. And he's the wife. He's the wife. That's what it's saying. So, dress code has a lot to do with conduct. It's about 19. Watch this. Watch. Because you'll say, well, I was saying this is now. Because during the time when we was picking that cotton, y'all would say, oh, it's cold. Oh, it's too hot. Right? I've seen women when I was back in the world, on this side, I would go to New Year's celebration. Women wore mini skirts. Remember, New Year's is winter time. New Year's is winter. It's cold. Mini skirts, no drawers. No drawers. So that's no excuse. Because during the time of slavery, we worked 20 hours a day, we got 4 hours of break. Y'all wore dresses all season long, working all day long. Right. So there's no excuse today. Y'all work as hard now as they did back then. So there is no excuse. Read that. What?
Ecclesiasticus 19 verse 29. A man may be known by his look.
A man or woman may be known by their look. Go ahead.
And one that hath understanding by his countenance.
How they conduct themselves, how they behave. Go ahead.
When thou meetest him.
When you meet them, go ahead.
A man's attire.
A man's what?
A man's attire.
What's attire mean? Attire. What they wear. A man's attire or woman's attire, go ahead.
And excessive laughter.
Meaning that how they act, how they behave. If they laugh too much, they're too silly. If they're too serious, if they're always angry, they're too serious. how they act. Go ahead.
And gait.
Gait means their walk. So men walk with a switch. Or it's kind of like this, you know.
Yeah.
Women walk like this. Some of you walk that and you're not gay. You understand? Some of them walk like this, sit down like that, legs open, and they straight, they got 20 kids.
Right. Yeah.
So read it again.
A man's attire,
His clothing,
and excessive laughter,
his behavior,
and gait
in their walk,
show what he is.
show what they are. So you can find it, all right?
Okay, I will.
So
Thank
you
you.
can judge a book by its cover. You can, actually, because it's like that.
Yeah.
So when a man, you said it earlier, when a man wears a dress, it shows what he is. Medea, Tyler Perry, we know full well he's not a straight man. He came out numerous, he said it.
A$AP Rocky just came out.
A$AP Rocky, he
Wore
was
a
a rapper,
dress.
wore a dress. He came out and said, I'm proud of you guys. He came out and said it.
Puff Daddy said it.
Puff Daddy been caught numerous times.
Yeah.
He's not keeping secret, it's known. He wears a blouse, he wears a V-neck shirt. It's clear, he's just blatantly gay.
America is on the brink of destruction. America, according to the Holy Bible, is called Babylon the Great. America has spent billions of dollars to keep something secret from you. But I'm here to let you know, to all you black men and Latino men, you're not blacks and you're not Latinos. You make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, conquered and destroyed between 1492 and 1620, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, according to the King James Holy Bible 1611. Conquered, destroyed, renamed, reclassified. According to 2 Ezra chapter 13, verse 40 to 45, you are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are your forefathers. Those are your ancestors. Wake up. Christianity has conquered and destroyed our people, brainwashed us, set up and based upon lies. The deliverer is Jesus the Christ, the Black Messiah. Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.